Tina Bergmann. I'm a hammered dulcimer player from Portage County in Brady Lake, Ohio.
I'm Bryan Thomas. I'm a bassist from Portage County in Brady Lake, Ohio.
Probably my earliest musical memory is when I was about 7 and my mother found the lap dulcimer. Seeing the way she fell into the music, and where she was watching some musicians who'd come from West Virginia who'd been playing, forever, and started playing with them. And I had to sit and watch. I wasn't playing at the time, and so I was like a sponge that whole time. I was, at Hale Farm every weekend from May until October, listening to this music, and it just, went into my body. And actually, the hammered dulcimer player my mother played with and bought our first instrument from, Loy Swaggart from West Virginia. I was shocked to hear a recording of him because I hadn't started playing until he had passed away. But I sounded so much like him because that was the music that had just, rolled over me day after day. And I'd really taken it in. The hammered dulcimer is widely thought to be anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 years old, and it originated in Persia. And it's thought that it was spread throughout the world during the Crusades, and almost every continent has something similar to the hammered dulcimer. In China, it's called the yunqin. It's played in their classical as well as their folk music. In Hungary, it's a national gypsy instrument. It's called a cimbalum. It's much larger, much more like a piano, big carved legs and longer hammers, more chromatic than my instrument is. And in India and in the Middle East, it's still called a santur and is played there today in their music. The hammered dulcimer came to the United States with the early settlers, and at one point it was popular enough that it was sold in the Sears and Roebuck catalog for a very reasonable price. It was known as a lumberjack's piano because it could fit easily under the bed. And it was played in a variety of traditions, although many people are under the impression that it's a mountain instrument, a West Virginian instrument, rather than one with such an international and ancient past. I try to connect with young people wherever I am. I let little kids come up and play my instrument. I have what I call a special pair of hammers, which translates to hammers that I don't play with for gigs, so if they get broken, it's okay. But I let kids come up and try it. And some kids are really eager to try something new, some need a little coaxing, but they're all amazed at the sounds that they can get out of it. And we also talk a lot about the idea that you don't have to be part of an orchestra or have a big expensive instrument to make music. You can make music in your home with your friends and your family. You can make music with your feet. You can make music with spoons and harmonicas, and so it's a different concept for a lot of these kids. Music has taken me a lot of places I don't think I would have gone. Bryan and I went to Spain, and I took my dulcimer with me, which is, when you don't speak Spanish and you're trying to explain to the customs people, what's in this big box. I think I finally convinced them I was a conductor and they let me go. I don't know what I would have had in, a huge box, but it was really interesting to see how the Spanish people connected with this instrument that they used to have in their folk tradition, but it had long since fallen out of favor. But a piece similar to La Llorona really woke them up. It was speaking their tonal language, and I could connect with them with music, which is really wonderful. Transcended the language problem completely.